All right, how do you get rid of an outline on a graphic before you print it? If you're using a vector, then you can subtract it using an outline, but if you're using a PNG, then you have to create a mask. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First, you start with an image, and you enter your image in. Now, I'm going to crop mine because I don't need the whole thing. I just want to have the red Guardians. Now that I've cropped that, I'm going to go to cutout, and it's going to cut out all of the red. Well, I take that back, almost all of the red, but I do want to retain all of the red inside. So I'm going to click on the retain, and I am going to adjust my brush size according to what I need. I'm going to go all the way out because it'll just take less time. You just have to be really careful when you get along the edge that you don't accidentally go out. So when I get there, I might change the brush size to a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because I don't want to accidentally miss it. All right, now you hit confirm. And here you can see there's a red outline. Okay, now how do we get rid of the red outline? First, you're going to create an offset. You're going to click internal offset. Let me turn off my sounds in my computer here. You don't need to be listening to that. So you click on inner, then you click off external, right? And you can see right here the blue line where it is, and 0.79 is kind of close. So let's try 0.5 and hit enter because it'll show it to you then. 0.5 looks a little bit better. It's going to cut away a lot of the red. So I'm going to click outer only because don't know if you have a cutout on the inside and you don't want to have the offset on the inside of your design. You just want to have it inside the outer edge. Hopefully that makes sense. Click confirm. Now you have an outline. The only problem is if you look closely here and here and here, it's kind of missing all of these bump-ins. So you're going to want to edit. And you'll see all the nodes come up. I'm going to zoom in so I can see a little bit better. And here you can see that this node is not exactly where you want it to be. So you're going to move it in. So the problem is it's going to create weird shapes. So you're going to want to try to adjust this. Nodes are tricky. So you got to just play with them and work with them. I'm going to delete this one because it's kind of just not doing what I want it to. There, that looks a little bit cleaner. You can click off of it, you can see how it looks. So I'm going to go around the whole perimeter, and I'm going to make sure that it is not going to have a weird shape as it goes through that area. And that it's going to be more fluid than it isn't. I'm not sure I like that, so I'm going to go take that and remove it back to where it was. I'm going to add a node in here. And I'm going to pull these in really far so it becomes just a point. And then not a curve. I can make it just go where I want it to. Same thing here with this one. Well, that one, the sweeping one, isn't bad. I think I might just pull that one in a bit. Oops. Now all of these look pretty good. These are a little far away. So I'm going to click on one, hold down the shift button, click on the other, and you should be able to move both of them simultaneously. Okay, That one actually came out pretty good in this corner. I'm going to just move it in a little bit, and this one in. Actually, I might just delete that one. Anyways, playing with the nodes is just a thing. It takes some getting used to. I'm going to delete a bunch of these out of here and move this one node back. Gotta figure out how to get it from snapping. You could use the space bar, the arrows. That's what I just used to move that one. Use up arrow, down arrow, right, left, you get the drift. My drift, you get the gist. Whatever, mixed up my words. Okay, still not too happy with this one, so I'm going to select it and I'm going to click right, down, so it creates a better point that I like better. Now, once you finally get it to the way you like it, you click done. Now you have an outline. You can go through and make sure that outline doesn't look all funny. I'm going to zoom out so you can see what the outline looks like. If you're not sure what it looks like by itself without this, just click off this and you can see your outline now. And make sure there's no really weird bumpy areas that aren't supposed to be bumpy. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to zoom back out. Now I'm going to put the image back. What you're going to want to do is you're going to collect both items, the image and the outline vector. And you're going to go up to this button here called Create Mask. And you're going to click on that. Once you click on that, you just click Done. And now it is done. You can see that there is no more red around the outside edge. I'm going to create a black box here so that you can see that. Create the box, arrange, send to the back. Now I'm going to fill it with black, and you can see that there is no outline any longer around that image. It's a crisp edge. The other way you can make sure that it is truly a transparent background is to hit the print button, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to click this off of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to do that here, and I'm going to release the mask. So now I've gone back to the image and the outline. I'm going to delete the outline. So now you can see side by side the image before the mask and the image after the mask. Before on the right, after on the left. So when I click print, it will show up on here and you'll be able to see this one clearly has the red outline around it. And this one on the right no longer does. It does have a white outline, but it's not clear. It's not red. Hopefully that helps.